All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and get started in this case, guys. We do have the inequality, which is 2 plus a 4 times a negative 5q plus 1 is greater than a negative 10q plus 5 minus a 4q. Now, we do have a lot of things going on, guys. We have like terms to combine. We have parentheses, which means calls for a distribution here. So let's go ahead and start off there, guys. I want to go ahead and first start off in this case, guys, with the positive 4. Notice I am circling a positive 4. And I actually want to go ahead and multiply this into the numbers inside of the parentheses. So I have in this case, guys, I would actually have 4 times a negative 5q. And then I would have 4 times a 1, right? Multiplying those out. I would have in this case, guys, when I combine them, or actually multiply them out, sorry, that would actually give me a negative 20q plus a 4. Notice the 4 in this case, guys, is positive. That's why I put a plus there, right? Because you're adding. I'm going to go ahead and bring down that 2 and then bring down the inequality and the other terms on the right-hand side. All right. Now, from there in this case, guys, we did the distribution part. The next step I want to go ahead and do in this case, guys, is combine like terms, right? I want to go ahead and condense each of the sections. So if I take a look on the left-hand side, I could actually combine these two. I have a 2 plus a 4. So if I do 2 plus 4, that's going to give me a 6. And I'm going to go ahead and bring down the 20q. And it's going to be subtracting a 20q. From there in this case, guys, I want to go ahead and now move on to the right-hand side. And on the right-hand side, I could actually combine a negative 10q and a negative 4q. Now, both of those in this case, guys, are negatives, which means I can add them and I keep the sign. So that's going to be a negative 14q plus a 5. This is what we have so far. Okay. So we combine like terms, guys. The next step is for us to actually leave variables on one side and numbers on the other. It doesn't really matter which side you choose. If you want to move the numbers to the left, variables to the right, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and move in this case, guys, a 14q. And the only way for us to move it is to add it. Notice this here's a negative. It's subtracting. So I'm going to go ahead and add it to the negative 20q. Cancels out here. I'm left with 6 minus the 6q is greater than a 5. From there in this case, guys, I'm now going to move the 6 to the opposite side. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 6 because it's a positive 6, right? I don't see a symbol there, guys, so I assume it's a positive. And I'm going to go ahead and subtract 6 and subtract 6. That would give us, in this case, guys, a negative 6q is greater than a negative 1. All right, now there's only one variable. There's only one constant in this case, guys, one number. So I am going to leave the variable alone now. Now, between the negative q and the 6, they're multiplying. Inverse of that in this case, guys, is to divide. So let's go ahead and divide by negative 6. All right, and q in this case, guys, we have q. Notice we divided by a negative in this case, guys. My inequality is going to change direction. And if I simplify this out, it's actually just going to become a positive 1 over 6. That there, guys, is actually our solution. Now, if you guys are going to be using the calculator in this case, guys, we can check, right? I could actually enter it in the calc. So let's say for the calculator, right? You're going to do a negative 1 divided by a negative 6, right? Let's see, negative 1. Oh, where's my calculator? Right here. Nice. So we have a negative 1 divided by a negative 6, right? And it's going to give me that decimal, right? Now, on your end on the calculator in this case, guys, when it gives you that decimal, you're going to click the second button, which is on the top left of your calculator. And you're also going to click the PRB button. And it actually converts it into a fraction, which should be the fraction of a positive 1 over 6. 1 over 6. Okay, that's for the calculator. Let's go ahead and move on in this case, guys. Move on to the next one. Now, moving on to the next one in this case, guys, we have the same idea here, guys. Same idea, right? Just getting the flow in this case, guys, we have to do some distribution. We have to combine like terms, put variables on one side, numbers on the other, and simplify it out. So let's go ahead and start off in this case, guys. We do have a 3f minus 5 times an f minus 10 is greater than a negative 6f plus 1 minus a 6f. So here in this case, guys, what I have to multiply is that negative 5. And I'm going to go ahead and multiply a negative 5 here and multiply it there. So I should have in this case, guys, a negative 5 times f and a negative 5 times a negative 10. All right. So this here is going to give me a negative 5f. And negative times a negative is going to give us a positive. So that's a positive 50. And I'm actually going to do a plus sign in between them, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and bring down the 3f. Greater than negative 6f plus 1 minus a 6f. From there in this case, guys, let's go ahead and combine like terms. So I'm going to go ahead and combine these two, a 3f minus a 5f. Opposite signs, guys, subtract 3 minus 5 is actually going to be a negative 2, and it's going to be f. Plus a 50, let's bring that down, is greater than, on the other side in this case, guys, I could actually combine a negative 6f and another negative 6f. That would actually give us a negative 12f plus 1. So we did distribution, we combine like terms. Now let's go ahead and move letters to one side, numbers to the other. I'm going to go ahead and start by adding a 12f in this case, guys. And this is just preference here, guys. I actually do prefer to have the variables on the left-hand side, but it really doesn't matter which one I move. If I combine those two in this case, guys, that gives me a 10f, bring down the 50, greater than a 1. From there in this case, guys, I'm going to go ahead and subtract 50 now. Subtract 50. Subtract 50. And that's going to give us, in this case, guys, a 10f is greater than a negative 49. All right, so we had all variables on one side, guys. Now I have just variables, and then I have numbers on the other side. Now I want to go ahead and get rid of the 10. Only way for us to do that, guys, is to do the inverse, which means divide by a positive 10. And because we're dividing by a positive 10, guys, that's not going to change. So our answer in this case, guys, would actually be negative 49 over 10. Now, if you enter this in your calculator, right, for the calc, you're going to do the same thing, right? Negative 49 divided by a 10. When you get this result in this case, guys, you're probably going to be getting the 4 point something. Negative 49 divided by 10, it's a negative 4.9, right? But we actually want a fraction. Now, when you try to convert it to a fraction, which means you do the second and you do the PRB button, it's going to give you 4 and then a U and then 1, 9 over 10. Something like that, right? But we don't want that. We want an improper fraction. So then from there, you're going to click second again. And then you're going to click the ABC button, which is actually below the PRB button. And then it's going to give you that 49 over 10. All right. Negative, by the way, guys. Negative.